been around a long time in this addiction I have. And I just like to share a little bit of my faith, hope, and whatever you want to call it. But it's been brutal. It started about 50 years ago when I was a Marine in Vietnam. And the government actually got us started because they used to give us what they call today black beauties to get us out on the search and destroy mission. But anyway, just to get away from that and to get back to my normal life, when I got home, it didn't get easier. It just, I knew I was addicted and I liked it so much I didn't care. So what I did is I went out and I found them again and started my journey to hell. But I was married a long time, but I know it affected the well-being of my marriage and my kids. And I thought I was okay. I thought I was Mr. Cool because I was high all the time. Yeah, baby, I'm good. But it really wasn't. It was hell. And thank God, after 50 years of addiction and losing my wife and almost losing my children, I found a program that helps me, and thank God for that program. But it took me about 60 years to find it, and that's a long time, buddy. But if you look for it hard enough and you really want it, you can find it. So, and if you're a newcomer, if you're somebody new in this and you're worried about, can I do it or can't, the only way you're going to do it is if you set your mind to it. Say, look back on your past, see what this addiction brought you, what the pain, the sorrow, the suffering. You don't need all that shit. You gotta be a happy person and a happy life, because if you're happy, the people around you are happy. If you're not happy, forget about it. But getting back to today, I've been to a few programs, and so far it's been 5 years. I've touched nothing in 5 years, and I'm proud of myself. And you should be too if you decide to take this road. It's a long road, but it's well worth it. But and there's people out there that will help you. There's people that you can call, people you have friends. Like I have some good people that help me, and I have what they call a sponsor. But if you don't want to do it, if you don't honestly and truly set your mind 100% that you want it, you're not going to do it. You've got to be honest with yourself. You've got to be honest with the people around you, and you got to want to you got to want to stop. And once you stop that addiction, it's amazing the things that you get. You'll get your life back. You get your children if you lost them back. You get happiness. You get a peaceful, serene life, and that's what I'm looking forward to, and that's what I wanted. It was a hard route going, but I did it. And I'm proud of myself. And you can do it too, because, it's the way of life. It's the way we're supposed to live. We're not supposed to live if you're worried about who am I going to steal from next so I can get my next fix? Or, what am I going to do? How am I going to make it today? You don't have to worry about that. You just have to stay calm, focused, and be yourself. Be you. Look down inside your heart and say, hey, do I really want to live like this? You can put on a good act in front of everybody. When you're addicted, you can be a movie star. You can win the Academy Award, but you don't want to do that. You want to be honest to yourself first. That's first and foremost, is be honest with yourself. If you're honest and true to yourself, then you're going to make it. If you're not, forget about it, because it's just not. It's not a game. It's your life, and it's really your life, because you can either live a good, happy life, or you can live a phony, bullshit life. When telling them, yeah, I'm okay. No, I don't do that. No, I would never do that. As you're popping another one, it's or smoking another one, whatever your choice may be, or drinking another one. It's all the same. They're all drugs, everything, and it's not a good lifestyle. I mean, I have two grandkids. I have my daughter. I have my son, and I didn't have them for 20-something years while I was addicted. And I knew it, but yeah.
Could you put the camera back in the middle, please?
I'm sorry?
Could you drop the camera a little lower so we can see the whole face? We got to see your pretty face. Sorry to interrupt. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I keep moving the camera. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm on a roll.
You're good, brother. You're doing great.
But getting back to what I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my best buddy Sean. But no, it's seriously, addiction is hell on earth. If you want to be addicted and worry about, oh, when am I going to get my next fix? You do things that you never would normally do. You'll steal from people that you love, or you'll go out and you'll lie. You'll make up more stories than Walt Disney, and it's terrible. It really is. It's a terrible way of life. But to me now, I'm serene. I'm calm. I've got my grandkids running around that love me, that know me. I don't have to hide in the closet or hide upstairs in the bedroom to take a hit or to do whatever I was going to do. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I've got serenity in my life. I've got things that just, that you really always wanted, but you never realized you'd lose if you continue doing the dope. And that's why they call it dope, because you are a dope if you use it. But it's a vicious thing, man. It doesn't care. It doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about your family. It doesn't care about anything. Addiction is probably one of the most worst diseases in the world, and I call it a disease because that's what it is, in my opinion. You go out here and you think you have friends, and your friends that are addicted are stealing from you behind your back and saying, "Yeah, what happened, John? Hey, let me help you find your watch," as they go pawn it down the pawn shop. But it's and I'm sure that people are going to have a different lifestyle, and I'm sure that it may not happen to you, but I guarantee you, if you stay on it, it will. You have my word on that. But and if you get off of it, you'll notice the difference immediately. Once you get off of it, and you don't have to worry about when my next fix, who do I have to shoot, who do I have to steal shit from? It's not a lifestyle that somebody would want to do or be involved in, because it's not a lifestyle. It's hell on earth is what it is. And I went through it. I'm not telling you how you live your life. You live your life the way that you feel, but don't get trapped into this. If you get a chance to get out of the addiction and help yourself, take it, jump on it. Don't let it get away, because if you don't, I guarantee you're going to end up. They say jails, institutions of death, and that's a fact. My life was in reverse because I went to Vietnam when I was 18, and so mine was death, institutions, and jail afterwards. But the sad part about that was our own government gave us, when we went on what they call a search and destroy mission, they gave us speed to keep us awake. And we were 19, 19-year-old kids. We didn't know any different. Oh, we're supposed to take these, okay. And it kept you awake. It sure did. But also, it was the start. It was the, how do I put it? It was the first basis of of your addiction. It for me, it was anyway. I can't speak for anybody else, and all my friends, the ones that I know that were with me, they also were addicted. And until you decide, hey, enough is enough, I can't do this anymore, you're gonna live through hell. You're gonna have so-called friends who are not friends. They're acquaintances, or not even acquaintances. But it's a tough life, and you really, really don't need it, and you really don't want it. So if you can, and you can find some program that's going to help you if you are addicted already, go to it, take it, do what you need to do with it, follow the instructions. Don't think, oh, I'm better than this, because you're not. You're just as bad as the guy sitting next to you. And he's, and nobody's saying he's bad, but you're just as addicted, so to speak, as the guy sitting next to you. You're not any better than him. You're not any worse than him, because it doesn't discriminate against male or female. Both of you are going to go. But, I'm just happy now that I decided to take that course. and get off of the shit, because that's what it is. And it's a terrible, terrible thing, man. It's something when you have to go home to your family and lie to them, or steal from your family, or break into your kid's piggy bank and steal money so you can get a fix. I mean, that's terrible shit. But there is hope. And if you follow one of these programs that they're out there that are waiting for you, you'll beat it. You'll get off of it. It'll help you. And you just got to keep in your mind that I want to be me. I don't want to be some phony thinking I'm a movie actor and taking the shit and walking around putting on acts and stuff like that for people. You want to be yourself and live serenity to the fullest. And I've done that, and thank God I did. Thank God I found programs that helped me, because without the help of them, forget about it. You're not going to live a lifestyle that you want or you want to be accustomed to. And excuse me, boy, can I talk? And and you need to make the commitment. That's the big thing. Make that commitment that, hey, I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to do it for anybody else but me. Not your wife, not your kids. I mean, of course, they're going to enter the picture, but the only one you have to do it for, or should do it for, is you. And you need to do that immediately. And I'm not telling you how to live your life, but trust me, I went through it. I know that, following these different programs that they have, they work, and whether you're on alcohol or narcotics or whatever the case may be, it works. They have programs for each individual addiction. And you've got people in there that have been around for like 20, 30 years. They know when they talk, they're not full of shit. They're telling you, hey, this is what I went through. This is what I've done to correct it. And they've done it. And that's why they're walking around happy and free today. They don't have to worry about who am I going to rob next, or what am I going to steal from, or do I break open my kid's piggy bank to get the money, or what? You don't have to worry about that cheap shit. But it's, I thank God that I found a program that works for me. And I followed it. I took the steps that I'm supposed to take. I went to, they have what they call sober living houses that you should go to, because they will help you. And the people that you are going to associate with are just like you. They're former addicts, they're still addicts. Once you're an addict, you're an addict for life. But anyhow, they train you and teach you how to live a good, happy life. It's something that you have to experience to explain it. It's tough for me to explain it, but I've experienced it, and I know it changed my life 100%. I went from A to B, and then back to A again, and it was well worth it. It was worth the effort to take and do what they tell you to do. Follow the programs. They have people that have been around for a long time that have written these programs, written these books, written these rules and instructions on how to stay clean. And it's something that you just have to experience. You can't, somebody can sit there and talk to you all day about it. Oh yeah, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Until you go through it yourself, you're not going to know the success that it brings you, the pride that you will have in yourself, knowing that you can sit there and say, hey, I did it. I beat this shit. It had me, but I beat it. And it's a good feeling. It really is. You have to try it yourself. But and you meet people in there that are exactly like you, and that's when you make a friend with somebody like that, that he's a friend, because he's going through the exact same things you're going through. He's doing the exact same things you're doing. He's trying to better himself, and that's what you're doing. And that's where you make some good friends. Not one of these guys that steal your watch and help you look for it. They're your friends. They're really true people. And I've been very fortunate. I've met a lot of good people. Matter of fact, I'm looking at a guy right now It's a very good friend of mine, even though he's ugly, but he's still a good friend of mine.
Hey, be nice.
I'm only kidding, Sean. But yes, well, it's worth it. You really you get that feeling back in yourself. You get that feeling of pride, of hey, I'm not a thief. I'm not a liar. I don't steal anymore. I don't do this. I don't do that. And to associate with people like that is good for your life. I mean, when you die, you're gone. It's all over with the shout. Forget about it. You're dead. And so you might as well take advantage of what time you have left. I mean, I know myself. I mean, I did it for like 60 something years, man. And, I'm getting there. I'm close. I'm 28. So I'm getting closer to, I was like, no, but seriously, you have to take advantage of the programs. These people know what they're talking about. The people that put these programs out there, they've gone through it. They've experienced it. They put it in writing for you. They have old meetings for you. I mean, if you follow that program the way you're supposed to, you'll win. You'll be a winner. You won't have to worry about, what am I going to do next? Who am I going to steal from? You have to have that, like my buddy says, that experience, faith, and hope. But you have to have it. And if you don't get it, shame on you. Then you haven't tried. You haven't really put yourself on a percentage of the program or programs. But I'm happy now. I have my family back. It's a good. I don't know how to explain the feeling. The feeling is just overwhelming. But until you have that feeling, until you get back to that feeling, it's miserable. I mean, it's like, how am I going to score next? What am I going to do to get some more? You don't worry about that stuff anymore. You have your, you have your life back, and it's something that, if it's taken away from you, it's very hard to explain how to get it back unless you follow the program. And as I said before, the people that have written these programs know what they're talking about. They've gone through the same thing you're going to go through, or the same thing you've gone through, and they have to, and they put it down in writing for you just to help you. They don't know you, but they know what you're going through, and that's why they said, hey, I've gone through it. I can't let these guys suffer, or females suffer. I've got to help them, and that's why it's a non-discriminatory program, male, female. It doesn't make any difference. It's something that you really have to be wanting to do. Put yourself into that program and do it. That's all. Plain and simple. Do it. That's all you can do. But I need to take a break, Sean, real quick.
All right, brother.